everyone, it's Meg, and today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my winter TBR. My autumn TBR didn't exactly go quite to plan as I wanted it to. I didn't end up reading masses in autumn of 2018 because I had a bit of a burnout, kind of like a book hangover after reading, and it kind of sucked. I feel like I've not been able to get super into a book in ages. But I'm hoping that some of the books on my winter TBR pile will definitely help me get out of that. I have 5 books that I'm going to share with you guys, which I think is a pretty amiable amount for me. So obviously this is for January, February, March. And I don't desperately have any sort of books that I like to read, any certain sort of genres or anything. Around the time of winter, I just kind of read what I feel like, basically. So without further ado, let me share with you guys the books that I'm hoping to get to this winter. The first book that I have to share with you is a classic, and that is Northanger Abbey by Jane Austen. As I had mentioned in my favourite books of 2018 video, I am slowly making my way through my Jane Austen books. I love Jane Austen, I love her stories, whether it's the books or the film adaptations. I just love everything about her stories. And this is one that I don't know much about. I know that this book is about sort of like a gothic castle and a girl who goes there thinking that vampires are real and or something along those lines, but obviously we know they're not. And I think it's just kind of a bit of a Mickey take on the gothic world, genre, society, whatever you want to call it. I can't think of the name right now. I don't know much apart from that, so technically it would have been a good Halloween read, but I'm an absolute wuss when it comes to Halloween, even though I know this book isn't going to be scary. So yeah, I don't know anything about this book, but that's okay. I'm just going to go into it, and I really hope that I'm going to enjoy it. And also, can we talk about how awesome this cover is? I've got Mansfield Park in this as well, and it's beautiful. I could have got all of them, and I didn't, and I really regret that. Really, really do. The next book that I'm hoping to get to this winter is I Have Lost My Way by Gail Forman. This is a book that has been on my radar since it came out last year, I believe, and beginning of 2018, and I've been wanting to read it ever since, but I've never got it, and now I finally have it. I got it for Christmas, yay! So I thought I would finally get to it. This is a book that is like a multiple perspective book, I believe. Again, I don't know much about it apart from the fact that it's about these different people who have all kind of lost their way, hence the title, and somehow their stories collide together, and I feel like it's just a book that I could really relate to, because at the moment, or definitely throughout 2018, I was very lost, kind of deciding what I wanted to do with my life and how to go about that and all that sort of thing. So I feel like I probably would relate to this book more if I'd read it back in 2018, but I'm going to try and get to it. I know that I would definitely, or should at least, be able to relate to it a little bit more. Still, I should still be able to relate to it now, even though I am still finding my way, but not as lost as I was last year. The next book on this list is Counting by Sevens by Holly Goldberg Sloan. This is one of the 2 books that I got from the Strand when I went to New York last summer, and I knew nothing about this book. I just picked it up because it sounded interesting, and again, I still don't know anything about this book. I read the first chapter because I was trying to decide whether to read this book or another book a little while ago, and I did go with the other book, but I really want to try and get to this. I think the first chapter kind of hit me with a punch a bit more about the storyline, a bit more than I thought it was going to. I thought it was going to be like a super fluffy, inspirational book, and it might still be, but it kind of hit me a bit hard by the end of the first chapter. I was like, hello? Who is this? Who are you to give me such a dramatic thing in the first chapter? I was like, excuse me? So, yeah. Basically, I don't know anything about this book. I think it's going to hit me and make me pull all my emotional strings a lot more than I thought it was going to. But nonetheless, I'm looking forward to getting to it. And the text is fairly big in it, so it shouldn't take me too long to read. But I'm looking forward to reading it and see what I think of it. And the second to last book that I have is one that I've also been wanting to read for a while, ever since it came out, and that is Are We All Lemmings and Snowflakes by Holly Bourne. I went to London this past week and I managed to find a signed copy in my local Waterstones, which was amazing. You can see Holly's signature is just down there. But this book came out in 2018 as well, I believe, and I haven't heard masses about it, but from what I have heard, it is meant to be an amazing book. I don't know much about this book, apart from the fact that it is a mental health book, and it's about a girl called Olive who goes to a mental health camp, I believe. She basically goes to a reset camp, which I guess is to try and help her with her mental health. And that's all I know about it. That's all I want to know about it. I'm just really excited to get into it. I've never read any books by Holly Bourne before. I know that she is quite a popular author. She's a UK author as far as I know. She's got quite a few other books out now. They're all, I think somehow they're related to like being different and mental health and all that sort of thing. But yeah, I'm excited to try my first book by Holly, and I really hope I like it so then I can try more of her novels in the future. And the last book that I have on this list, which I don't yet own but I would like to, hopefully I will be able to read at some point, is A Little Something Different by Sandy Hall. This book has been on my radar for years, like literally years. It has been in my book wishlist basket on Amazon for forever, but I have not yet picked it up. I don't know much about this book apart from the fact that it's a multiple perspective book, it's a romance, it's about two people and it's a multiple perspective book. That's all I really know, that's all I want to know. I just kind of wanted a really cute, fluffy, contemporary romance, which I feel like that is going to be. I don't know anything about this book, but I feel like since it's been on my TBR and my wishlist for so long, I thought it was about time that I read it, and I thought it would just be a lovely book to read around Valentine's Day, even though your girl is single AF. But yeah, it just seems like a really cute, fun, entertaining read, and I'm really hoping that I can get to it. So those are all the books that I'm hoping to read this winter. Let me know in the comments below if you've read these books or a book that you are hoping to read this winter. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you would like to see more bookish videos from me, then please make sure you hit that subscribe button and also hit the notification bell so you'll be notified every time that I post a new video. I will leave all my social media links and my blog and Goodreads down in the description below for you guys. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again very soon. Bye!